too fucking, like, I couldn't believe he was really just taking that long to unhook it. Like, that was terrible.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, something happened up there, man, where he couldn't get it off, obviously. Somebody in the chat room says, geez, Clark is such a mark. Let me just say this. While we're on the subject of Clark is such a TNA mark. Here's the deal. If you were to compare, let's just compare Money in the Bank to the Destination X ladder match. You saw both, right?
Yeah.
Right. I mean, the TNA Destination X ladder match, let's just compare them. What was better? I mean, people in the chat, you can give your opinions too, but if you were to ask me, I mean, the Destination X ladder match, guys like Kaz and all the X Division guys, Amazing Red was in there, all those guys, and even the Ultimate X match with Motor City Machine Guns and Generation Me. I mean, both of those matches put Money in the Bank to shame, no?
Money in the Bank's fresh in my memory. I don't remember the I mean, I remember of it a little bit. There was a couple of big spots I recall, but...
You know, Cena Matt Technician in the chat room says, Destination X was fast and furious. I would have loved to see it live. And no doubt, maybe that's what it was, where TNA, when they go out and they do ladder matches, things are more, it's just a more fast-paced match where it's just a complete spot fest. But I say, if you're going to do it, man, if you're going to do ladder matches, if you're going to do Ultimate X matches, go out there and make it a fucking spot fest. And I'm not...
Money in the Bank was a spot fest too, but they had like 4 or 5 big exaggerated spots. No, 4 or 5 big exaggerated spots that they built up to, which made you remember them a lot more. They're more memorable, you know. You remember Kofi Kingston on the stilts. You'll remember Airborne off the thing. You know, you can remember it next year when you look back on it. But like right now, I'm thinking about that Destination X match. I remember the next day talking about it, how awesome it was, and the Ultimate X. But I can't remember one individual spot from that match.
No, I mean, that is a great point, dude, that you're absolutely right. Whereas in WWE's match, they gave you spots that you were going to remember, whereas in TNA, it was just a fast
I just think there's too many in TNA, and that's why you don't remember them, because how can you, like, there's so many awesome things that if you just remember that it was awesome, you don't remember specific reasons, you know, like the Money in the Bank, you know, it was you remember them because they were separate. There was time in between them, and there was only, like, you know, a handful of them instead of every 2 seconds somebody's flying this way or that way.
Yeah, you're right, exactly, dude. I mean, both matches, and that just shows you the difference in styles between WWE and TNA, where WWE management tells these guys to go out there, work up to those spots, you know what I mean? Do those spots that people are going to remember and build up to those major spots, where TNA says, go out there, go balls to the wall, and do whatever you can, make it a fucking spot fest. And
I think it's more the talent in TNA, trying to, like, get the eye of certain people by going crazy during the matches and thinking it'll help, you know?
That's true. And not only that, but I mean, there can be times where it's overdone, where spot fests are completely overdone. They said,
in my opinion, those TNA extras, they're all the same every time I see them now. Like, there's nothing different about any of them. They're all pretty much the same kind of thing.
But it's awesome to watch
awesome.
every time.
Yeah, definitely. You know? It's a good way to open a show and things like that, but...
Yeah, no doubt. All right, so here we go. Let's we'll run down wrestling. I don't know how we got sidetracked on that, but nonetheless, we're going to run down WrestleMania.
Somebody called you a mark, and you went on a...
that's what he meant. It was too. All right, we opened it up. This wasn't shown on the live pay-per-view broadcast, but they had a battle royal. Basically, you've got your entire roster in town for WrestleMania. Everybody wants to have a shot at getting on WrestleMania. Who wouldn't want to go out there in front of 72,000 fans or whatever WWE said it was? By the way, that's not a confirmed number. We should have that. It's been a while.
Like 72,000, yeah.
Yeah, 72,000 or something. But basically, who wouldn't want to go out there and, you know, the guys that are in town that didn't have a WrestleMania match, basically, they round them up to say, go out there and have a battle royal, and they get the WrestleMania moment. And I'm sure that that'll be added as the DVD extra on the WrestleMania 26 DVD when that comes out. But Yoshi Tatsu won the Battle Royal, which is kind of surprising. Yoshi Tatsu? Really?
Yeah,
you know?
Who gives a shit, though?
Huh?
I said, who gives a shit, though, really?
Yeah, I know. It didn't mean anything, but nonetheless, he won that. So that was before we went live, and then we opened it up. We had the flyover. Did I miss it, or was there, did somebody parachute into the arena?
I didn't see anybody parachuting. I mean, I saw the planes go over and everything, but I didn't see nobody parachute in.
Yeah, I saw planes go. I mean, obviously we saw the planes go over, but somebody said there were fans that were waiting in line, and there were some parachuters that were out there. So I don't know if maybe that was planned. They were going to do something with them, and maybe called it off at the last minute. But nonetheless, they were out there. There were parachuters outside the arena getting ready. Do
you remember Fan Man at, what was it, Riddick Bowe, Evander Holyfield, when he flew in the fucking building because they had the roof open?
Oh, Jesus, yeah.
He crashed right in the ropes, and everybody had to, it was amazing.
Listen, he's done that. That's not the first time he's done that. There's a thing. He's got a Wikipedia page that I read up on, and he's done that at numerous sporting events, like soccer events and soccer stadiums.
Funniest shit I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, dude, I remember the boxer. That was crazy, dude.
He got his ass whooped at that fight, too. It was Riddick Bowe's team. Pulled him down and just started beating the shit out of him with walkie-talkies right in the face. It was beautiful.
That's awesome. We had, all right, so we opened up WrestleMania. We had the announcers. Our announce team for the night was Michael Cole, Jerry Lawler, and Matt Stryker. God, man, I'll tell you what. You miss Jim Ross, especially during that main event, man. You know what I mean?
The whole show, man. It didn't feel like it was just they were doing the same shtick, bickering at each other, picking on Cole, shit like that during the show, and it was like, this is WrestleMania, you know?
Yeah,
that's goofball shit for other shows, you know, not this one.
I think Stryker is, I mean, the guy hasn't been there for that long, and who knows? You know, a lot of that is coming through the headset, but you can tell which lines are coming through the headset. You know what I mean? Where lines are fed to Michael Cole, lines are fed to Jerry Lawler. Matt Stryker, no doubt, the guy does his homework. The guy's smart as shit. The facts and things that he adds, you know, while matches are going on, arena facts and, you know, just random facts that nobody else would know, but the guy does his homework, and it comes across as good, but sometimes it comes across as just a cocky son of a bitch, you know, dude?
Yeah.
Sometimes it's over the top, and I don't know, dude.
I'm not a big fan of Stryker anyway. In the beginning, I thought he was going to be cool, but the more I hear him, I don't like him.
Yeah, we opened the show up. We had put this on the website before it went live. We were going to open it up with the Unified Tag Team title match. It was The Miz and The Big Show against R-Truth and John Morrison. They only gave this 3 minutes. And that was another thing, is not necessarily the main event, but the first half of the show, the matches, I think
every single one of them. Yeah, they were too short.
Dude, I think the card was just so stacked. I mean, the Divas title match took some time away. Not that they gave that much time, anyways. But there was so much going on that all these matches, especially the first half of the show, were just way too short. Especially, I mean, they got 3 minutes, man. You had 3 minutes. If we're going to talk about Rey Mysterio versus CM Punk, which got 6 minutes or something.
Yeah, the funny thing that about the tag match though is open the show. What was the first thing that we saw? R-Truth making that, because he raps on his way to the ring, right, on the aisleway.
Right.
The aisleway at WrestleMania was long as shit. So, you know, Cena, when he does his march down the thing, he's got to run forever. Undertaker, when he walks slow, it takes him forever.
Yeah.
With R-Truth rapping, oh, my God, man, what's up? Like, how many times we got to ask him what's up on the way? Like,
oh, dude.
Shut up.
I know. And then they only gave him 3 minutes. We had, Morrison went for the Starship Pain, which is an awesome move. That move is so sick, dude. One of the best.
It is crazy.
Yeah, dude. Where he comes off the top rope there and does that twisting in the air. He missed that, I believe. Right? He went for it and then missed it, and then we had Big Show pinned Morrison. And
what happened was Big Show made the tag without being, or Miz tagged in Big Show without anybody seeing it. Big Show threw a knockout punch from the outside of the ring, or on the apron, and then he just walked in and pinned the guy. It was like nothing. It was not a big deal at all. It was like any match they've ever. Yeah.
Yeah, that was just to open the show, a 3 minute match. It was over before it even started, you know. So that was
it was a shitty match anyway. They should have built up some kind of good tag team match. I mean, just a few months ago, weeks ago even, it was either DX or Legacy or who was it? Jericho and Big Show. They were awesome as a tag. Like, they had tag champs that meant something, and now Miz and Show are, I don't know, but they started something with that on Raw. So, but still, for WrestleMania, they should have had a better program. Are you
sold on Miz yet or no? Not yet.
Oh yeah. No. I told you weeks ago. Like in the very beginning, I disagree with you, but I ate my words on that a long time ago.
Yeah, he's come around, man.
Last night on Raw with Bret Hart, dude, he was shining. What did he say?
Oh, I know. Dude.
I won at WrestleMania last night. that means I'm 1-0. I've only got 17 wins until I'm tying the Undertaker, and it was just beautiful.
You just talked about the legacy. We had Randy Orton, Ted DiBiase, and Cody Rhodes. Man, to see Randy Orton that high on the card, or that low on the card, you know what I mean? And in the second match of the night, they one cool spot here was you had Orton had them both in between the ropes and had a double DDT, which was pretty cool.
Yeah, crowd loved that one.
Yeah, and then we had Orton was a huge baby face here, by the way. When he came out, man, the pop was huge. We had Orton hit the
he went to RK. He was waiting for the dude to get up. He was doing his snake routine, pounding the ground. He waited for Rhodes to get up, and instead he changed his mind. He backed up. He hit the punt. And then DiBiase tried to get him from behind with the Dream Street, but Orton reversed it into an RKO, and that was that.
Right. And this match, and